Hello, thank you for tuning in. This is me attempting to do some Emerald Kaizo runs. Just got off work and we're gonna see how this goes. Um, we Yesterday was a let's just say a trial. Did not go well. Did about 13 runs yesterday, and none of them really went well. A lot of the footage I had just had like a really like bad audio. So not really going to use that. So this will be day one of my Kaizo runs. Uh, so forgive me that the counter is not exactly up to date, but we will continue to try to do our best with what we can. Sunstone, that is interesting. Maybe we could get something that can use that. Um, Ideally, hoping for about a 30-ish minute video. Not expecting like to get too far, just kind of like chilling just after work. Um, and we'll kind of just see what happens. I have Riftbound locals tonight, so looking forward to that. And that's about really all I can say. So let's get into the runs and see what we can have. Work was fine. Can't really complain about that. At least I'm working. Get our bonus next week. It's Things are going good. Alright, we're starting off with a middle ball. Let's see what we get. Kabuto, Electrike, Cleffa. Loki. Loki, not bad moves. Let's see what we can do. Electrike, Cleffa. Really depends on what the Cleffa has. I don't. We'll call him Boris. I don't know what the hidden power is for this area. Let's see. Speed 14, defense 11, special attack, regular attack is kind of meh. Huntail's pretty cool. Not really too concerned, just gonna run through this grass, get to the trainer fight. There's a Magneton here. That is notable. Cool Pokemon. Swine up. Not really seen any pivots that I really want so far. But again, I always seem to like say this as we get to this part. Let's just try to clear the rival first before I start thinking about even remotely pivoting. Um, yeah. Let's see. If it's Whismer, I should just be able to just Sky Uppercut, move on with my life. And that is what we are going to do. Oh, unless I miss. Let's try it again. And I missed again. Ain't no way. Okay. Clear? Mm. And it's dark. That's on me. I should have known better. I should have known better. I. Yep. Sounds about right. Anyway, on to the next one. Yep. Uh, you will see that a lot. I will intentionally throw runs sometimes. Think that's a smart idea, and that's just me not knowing what hidden power does. Well, I know what hidden power does. I just was not expecting that. It to be a move that doesn't affect the Whismer, the Cleffa. And, yep. So, should have used Return. Didn't think I had enough damage for Return. Should have used Rage. Rage would have made sense. Honestly, the Sky Uppercut probably would have 100% worked. Like, that's just... There's nobody to blame except for me. Ooh, Silk Star. So let's go and see what we can do. Run 2. And I will try doing some editing of these videos. I know that this is going to seem like a lot of fluff. I'm sure y'all don't want to see somebody just like bump their head up against a wall 150 times. So we'll see. Unless you do just like trying to see that progression. That's where we're going. The idea is to have like episodic episodes. And, well, left Noctowl. That has not been the case so far. I do like that we have a Noctowl with Stab. That's very nice. And now we have Fake Out. So now we got some pretty nice plays. And he's got an Ultra Ball and Q-Charm. So this is 2 runs that I think should probably be okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to be giving items. I'm sure somebody will say in the chat whether or not that is okay. But we do have an Ultra Ball, so we can get an early pivot if we find one. But I'm actually very okay with this Nocturne. I keep thinking Nocturne because I'm thinking of Riftbound tonight. I don't want a Caterpie. Caterpie has Drought. That's cool. That's a neat idea. We know that there's a Machoke. I don't know what the other Pokemon is, and that's a little bit of a concern. Spinda's cool. Spinda's a top 5 Pokemon for me, I think. Goldeen. Not seeing anything that I want to early pivot to already, and I know that we've only seen like 4 Pokemon Rapidash. Let's see, anything else? Kingler. Kingler is pretty cool. That's fine. Love Kingler. Awesome Pokemon. Use him a lot in Nuzlocke. Probably not going to pivot him without knowing a little bit more about what he does. So it looks like Noctowl is going to be the boy. Alright, this should be cleared. Yeah, that should be... Who cares about Bubble Beam? Honestly, I low-key thought about hitting it with a Payday just to get a little bit of extra money, but I know that that's honestly kind of trolling, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, I don't need to heal. Noctowl's the first one out of the run today. I am going to look something up off screen real quick. Nuzlocke healing rules. not Nuzlocke, Kaizo. Kaizo healing. Healing items that restore health or PP or cannot be used outside of battle. So I can only heal inside of battle. Moves that healed the user are not allowed. Field center like healing. Healing moves like at the SSA and heal are banned if you're in a dungeon. Okay. Pokemon Centers is not exclusively banned, but it is not allowed to restore HP, PP, or remove status conditions outside of battle. These rules are designed to create a challenging... Huh. Okay, so the only healing I get is from what I find. Okay. I've had some earlier runs to where I have been using some Pokemon Centers, so just trying to like grasp myself in like the actual like Kaizo rules. So that's why I was actually looking at the AI generation off screen. But now's next for my next arch nemesis, youngster Joey. Let's run around here and see if I can actually find a good another pivot. I don't think that I want to pivot from this Noctowl, but if there's something that's just really good here, I might consider it. I don't think Exploud is it. Again, not knowing the stats though is a real bugaboo about all this, because I don't know if any of these Pokemon are going to be like special attackers or if they're going to be weak attackers. You kind of just gotta like get a feel. Omanite has Intimidate. That's good to know. Let's see. It's funny because I'm pretty sure the Pokemon that we saw in the initial start was a Rapidash, and I don't think Rapidash was a single encounter in that area. And forgive me if you hear my cat. Kaiba is on my desk at the moment. Gramble. Oh. We'll try to stab it down. Kinesis. Ooh, my accuracy. It's fine. You can accuracy me down. I'm just gonna... I don't think that this Gramble can hit me, so that's good news. It can hit me. Okay, so that was rough. Thank God we have aerials. Alright. Sure, let's go against this guy. Ooh. Uh-oh. Follow me. What does this even do? No, I don't want that. Shermish. When in doubt, aerial ace away. Pretty happy with the Noctowl so far, I'm just gonna say. It feels like every Pokemon has Intimidate, and that's really annoying. I will go ahead and switch out the Silph Scarf, because that might also be cheating now that I think about it. And I'm just going to give him the Oran Berry. And at least we got some form of heals. And I know that there's like Pokemon here that I can fight, but I really just want to get the Petalburg so that way I can say that I've made it to Petalburg for the first time. So that's progress. Run 24. We've made it to Petalburg. My man's also got a Noctowl. Alright, let's go grind a little bit. That's gonna be a problem. I think getting Vacant out and just getting an idea of like where a Pokemon is, it's not bad. Ooh. Mm. Oh god, this is gonna be. Oh, I guess I should have. I guess I should have just been doing that the whole time. I don't know why I'm going away from stab. So I'm just gonna double check the Pokemon Center thing because Pokemon Center Kaizo rules. Let's see. Can only catch the Pokemon first encounter in each route. Nah, and heal in between fights and routes using in between route fights on routes using a pony center. Only items, not in battle though. Oh, is this saying that? Oh, I didn't know there was a one catch or kill per route. Wow. Ah, okay. So it looks like that I can heal as long as the Pokemon Center is not like a Pokemon Center that's in a route or in between fights. So But there is a couple of things that I want to make sure that I do correctly next time, and that's I have to battle every trainer. So I need to make sure that I do that each time before I go into the next town. That is good to know. And I will make sure that I remember that going forward. But Nocturne, Noctowl, keep calling him Nocturne, should have named him Nocturne. I believe that's all the trainers in this area. I don't think that's a trainer. Already cleared that. Oh. Soothe Bell, probably won't need that. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing this as correctly as possible. So that's why I like questioning in some of these early runs. So I hope y'all forgive me on that. Because I could potentially troll you. So, melodic. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not liking seeing all these other Pokemon that are out here, but again, the fake out aerial ace strategy is working. Endeavor. This is the move that brings them down to my HP, right? Alright. Force Law. I probably want to go ahead and put this Hornberry. So I'll be honest, I wasn't really expecting to have a successful run so far. This early into the videos. So if this keeps going, I may just go straight to Roxanne. And we will see about clearing Roxanne and see if that goes. But obviously, I don't want to get my hopes up. This is the farthest that I have been in a Kaizo so far. So, and facing an Aaron, yeah, that's what I was worried of. Ooh. I can't sludge because it's a steel type. I think I just got a payday whittle this guy down. And the spite is just... All right. Whew. Glad that they had no moves, but we have to go heal. I don't have a choice. Um, but we will see what's going to happen. Um, again, I first time like really getting this far into Kaizo, so I really hope that this is like progression. So I've already exceeded my expectations. I should probably buy repels. Probably should just buy as many repels as I can, just so that way I can progress this a lot further. So I believe that is the only item that I can buy is repels. So I will be doing that. I really hope that my cat does not knock over my second monitor, because that will really make me frustrated. Give you another oranberry, and then we will just repel our way through. Again, got to battle every trainer. Probably doesn't even have bug Pokemon. Yeah, what bug Pokemon? The Sludge. Cool. This guy's really good EXP though. I've always liked like fighting this guy in like the original Pokemon games. Um, I know I really like aerial ace spam is gonna carry me through this early game. We'll take the payday. Charcoal. We'll need that. That'll be a good fodder for selling later. Uh, fight this guy. All right. Yeah, the fake out strat is really nice. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like that just feels really good, just to have that available. Really want this item. Luxury ball. It's pretty. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm going with this. Let's see. Uh, yeah. Hello. For alligator, top 5 Pokemon. Bit worried. I looked over and I saw that I wasn't recording for a second, and I got a little panic, but uh, it's going well. Let me know if this is kind of like more of like how you want these to be. Like I might not try to talk as much. I don't know. I'm trying to get used to the whole like talking while nobody's here kind of thing. There are going to be some times where I'm just not going to have any audio at all. Spoilers, I do have a child, so a lot of times I will have the child in the room where I am recording because this is his nursery, technically. So, yeah, just keeping me. Hopefully, I can be a little bit more entertaining in the future. Again, just trying to like get like an idea like how I want this to grow. I'm not like trying to do this for like any money reasons or anything like that. I just want to have something fun to do. Um, and I think that this is just gonna be my vice. I just realized that this guy's name is God Leo. That's so funny. Oh, ooh, counter. So that's stuff that I gotta watch out for. God Leo. I had not noticed that yet. That some of the names are different. That is great. And let's just go ahead and put the last Warren Berry. Oh, I got more Warren Berries. We're just gonna go ahead and give those to Owl, and then hopefully the rest of these battles go by pretty quick. This next fight is fake out. Perfect. We'll heal up. Aerial Ace. Cool. Makahita. An Aerial Ace should just clear this. As Adef says, that's a range. Yeah, this is yeah, I can't battle if I don't only have one Pokemon. That's the only thing about the double battles is we'll have to figure out something for Tate and Eliza. If we get that far. I don't think that we will. But if we do, we will see about what to do for that. I think that most likely scenario is I will just catch a Pokemon for fodder and move on with our life. So, yeah. Honestly, Noctowl's just kind of cooking. I'm very happy with the Noctowl that we have. He's not going to be able to clear the whole game. I'm not that naive. I know that eventually he will get outpaced, and we will just have to see like what happens. We are in a new area, so I will go to the Pokemon Center. As long as it's not in between fights, which I don't think that the gym leader fight counts. I think that counts in between routes. I will see about doing everything else. But again, I got to battle every trainer. So let's do this. And then if this goes well, this is where we'll end episode 1 of Noctowl. So. Alright, so we'll force a double battle, obviously because of the reasons that I said earlier. We'll try to fake out. Nope. We'll stab our way to victory, baby. Then we go right into another battle. So this is on me. This is a punish. mean, it is a Pidgey. That's probably gonna clear me. Nope. Ooh, I thought for sure that that was the end of the road for the Noctowl. Not gonna lie to you. So, Noctowl has officially cleared the gym except for rocks and hasn't really struggled. We'll just, again, give another Oran Berry and we'll have another Oran Berry inside of the battle. So, yeah, let's see what we can do against Roxanne. See if we get our first badge ever in Kaizo. Well, this is unfortunate. Okay. Uh, yeah, you can't really prepare for a Mewtwo, unfortunately. But this will conclude for now. I only wanted to do 30 minutes anyway. So I do appreciate the time that it took for you to watch this video. Um, yeah, unfortunately, Mewtwo was just too much of a boss. So we'll see you later.